Okay, guys. Um, good good morning. Happy weekend. I'm back again with another video. I said I'll be consistently dropping videos every weekend because I normally review my journal every weekend. So I just had to schedule video posting just to add it up to my my weekly plan, my weekend plans rather. Because I don't really have time during the week. Because I wanted it to be like I'll post once in a week and once during the weekend, but I don't really have time during the week due to school and everything. So it's going to be only weekend videos. So this video will cover up more of like my last week trades and outlook for the week. Understand? That's how my video is going to be prepped. Last week trades, more of like my journal and my outlook for the new week. So last week I took only two trades, which ended up in losses. I reviewed my journal today to see my why I lost the trades. You know, and you might want to know what app I use to journal, or possibly pin it up somewhere. I used to use a book. I used to write down my journal before, but since I knew the app, since I started using the app, it became more efficient and less of a stress because I just impute what happened, a screenshots, why I think I lost the trade and what to improve on. You understand? So yeah, what happened last week on Euro years. Euro years literally stalled throughout last week. It didn't give any major move, nothing, just stalled, man. And I got caught up in this stalling twice. That's crazy, right? I got caught up in this stalling two freaking times. So on Euro USD, I first let me go to the 5 minutes time to show you where my whole problem started from. Okay, this was a sweep for me. This is how I analyzed my Euro last week trades. And I won't lie, I don't if this happened again, I'll probably you know, lose the trade again because this is exactly how I trade. I guess it's just the market is doing its thing. So this was my sweep, my break. This would be my inducement, but you can still use this whatever. So this was like sort of like my inducement, and I wanted I was expecting a reaction from here. I didn't want to sell from here. Yeah, I was expecting a reaction. I didn't want to sell from here. The week started Monday started Monday started here. Give me a sec. Monday started around this box here. So and Mondays I don't trade Mondays if you so Monday started around somewhere here. I don't trade Mondays, so I just waited. This was around still Monday. So I need to be a reaction from that high, which I expected, which price also gave, you understand? If I catch a sell from this high, on how I trade my 1 is to 4, I won't lie, even if I was catch a sell from this high, I'll probably target this low. And I'll still eventually get stopped out. But 1 is to 4 would have gotten me out already, somewhere around here, before this pullback self. So I didn't take this trade obviously, but I had the trade idea. But it happened on Mondays. I don't trade on Mondays. I feel, and it got tagged in on Tuesday at around London session, I guess. Yeah, London session. So when I saw this, I had this as my last strong high. Not wanting to trade from it, but wanted to see what price does. So when price took out this high, I was like, okay, I now have my market structure shift. My last high that reacted from a good supply zone and sold, they failed to break structure. So I won't classify it as a strong high totally, but I can still give it that because it took out liquidity and yeah, failed to. So this is more like a shift here. This failure to create a new leg, a new lower low makes it like a shift. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, good. I've seen a sweep of this low price reacting from a good supply zone right here. You understand? So overall, the man seems to be in power. And yeah, the man seems to be ruling. So what did I do? I had this POI marked out. In like I had it marked out. Was he wasn't that I marked out this POI? Give me a sec. I had it marked out like this. I was going to see a reaction from here. But overall my SL was below this low. So I knew that if I get stopped out, my whole idea was invalid. So this was my SL right around here. My target overall was here. It was a 1:4. I knew that I'll possibly get a reaction from this high around here. This was my this was like the trade I had marked out for the because on gold. Don't worry, after you realize you'll go to gold. So when I saw price, I got tagged in at Wednesday 4 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Price, gave a little push, sold, came up again, sold, came up again. And I don't break even, you understand? I stopped breaking even. Just like whatever wants to happen should happen. When I because I don't often look at my phone, the my MT5 rather. So when price was at this level, I was like, maybe I will get stopped out now. When price bought again to this place, and I swear to Jah, I would have broken if I had broken even. I possibly wouldn't have lost any trade. Okay, before this even happened, when price was around here, was around this box right here, I was looking to sell because I had every reason to sell. You understand? I was looking to sell. I was looking to sell. I was looking to sell at least to this um pure. This is like a resistance here or a key level. I was looking to sell to that key level here. So this was like my target. So me having my target, looking knowing that okay, I'm looking to sell. Then how did it play out? This is what I did. And I did. I had two losses this week. I had two losses this week, both on Euro years. Good. I had a buy set up on gold that triggered on Friday morning, I guess. But I deleted my order because it didn't really sit right with me. And I'll end up going back to that. I'll probably just tell you why I didn't take that trade. So this was the trade I had, my trade idea. When I came to the chart, price was around here. Price just created this inducement. When I came to the chart, price was around this bullish block here, this bullish candle. So this was my PO. I won't lie, I don't know why I picked this PO. I mean, it made sense. Breaker block, it has like an NVG, everything. It was my trade. So I was looking at. And me, I did not cover the high. And this is why I got everything all wrong. So my entry was here. I won't even say price weeks me out, blah blah. I fucked up. You understand? So my trade clean one is to 4. I mean, I got wicked out. I will still have to say it. Not price manipulation or whatever. I was not right and the market was wrong or whatever. You understand? I failed to cover the last protected level and I got wicked out. Very much understandable. You understand? Very much understandable. This was the loss which I know that if I had taken my entry from this block, it would have possibly been, like the best entry. I won't lie. And if this trade had gone well, I wouldn't have even traded again last week. If I had, done the right thing of closing above this high, I wouldn't have traded this again last week because I obviously just wanted to pass my phase one challenge. Now I was up 5% last week before coming into last week, but now I'm down. I'm up 3%. Alpha. Yeah. Now I still have like a 3% profit buffer. You understand? Which is, I'm still chill because I didn't break my discipline last week. I followed my rules. You know, I did not over risk. I didn't do anything stupid. I just waited and hit my execution when I needed to. So yeah, this happened. Like I said, I got stopped out there. Um, so after this loss, like I said, I've already explained this buy that I had and why I took the buy. So this is that for you yes in my loss explained. And now for my outlook of next week, what I expect to happen next week. Obviously, I do start my and my analysis from the weekly time frame. So this is what I expect for next week. Okay. Weekly, I just know that price is bullish. So this is like a hammer, an inverse hammer kind of candle. But I still know that price is overall bullish. You understand? This might just be this seems to me to be like a normal pullback before we probably rally to the upside. So this is what I'm saying. Like I was expect to see how price reacts from this level. These are like my expected levels. This and this. I'll just put a line there. So to my expected level, this and this. If you so let's see. I've played everything here. So everything started. My whole loss for UAS on the buy started when I marked out the wrong market structure shift, which to me seemed like a market structure shift, but I was wrong. The market was right. So what I'm seeing right now, if you go to the daily time frame, you can see we're already forming like a CRT. We already formed a CRT, not we are forming. That's taking out all these lows right here and still closed inside. I trade SMC for in-depth SMC and like a sprinkle of CRT when needed because I don't really just go to my daily and start looking for CRTs. I use my SMC then when I see CRT formation, I just it kind of sounds like an extra confirmation, I would say. So yeah, I saw now I'm seeing this daily CRT formation. So for next week, I'll possibly wait for price to. I know that this high will be my target overall. This high overall. So now I have my target for buys if I'm to get a good confirmation. This is my target for the buys. And even when I said I expect price to come to this and buy and keep buying, but that doesn't necessarily mean that price will just keep selling because price sold throughout last week now. It didn't even give any relief buys. So I'll be expecting some relief buys into like a daily zone here. So we're expecting some like relief buys, using this as the inducement. Maybe price can just, dip into here a little and buy. If I get a sell, but I know that whenever I get a sell, I'll be selling to this low. Understand? So yeah, and you realize that on the daily, you go to the 4 hour, you can see the sweep. I already got my market structure shift. Understand? Because looking at this, I can see this as the inducement price acted from this key zone here. This as the inducement. I mean, if you go to a much lower time frame, you probably see a clearer view. Let's check 30 minutes. Okay, okay. Okay. This is the price acted from. This is like the last unmitigated zone right here, just above the inducement. So you can possibly put your entry at the inducement, covering the high. This is like so. Judging from this fact, a sweep and a break. This one clearly broke um the last level, but I feel that's a sweep. I really I this my type of how I trade. I don't if a low is being swept and not being broken. I don't have it doesn't like give me much confidence to trade it. I wanted selling from here. I won't even lie. I had a sell um bias. to keep selling since price wants to obviously sell. But I did not take the trade because I wasn't confident in this sweep. On like the higher time frame, this did not break. It just swept this low. You understand? So it didn't really give me the kind of it didn't really match my full entry criteria, as I won't lie. So judging from the fact that this high now has swept liquidity and kind of taken out the low, this is meant to be my last strong guy. So now that I've taken it out, I've gotten a market structure shift. You understand? So I'll possibly there's a gap here, there's 1 hour gap here, which price actually dug into. But I may wait for price to come down and feel it more. So what I'm basically waiting for EURUSD, if I don't get an inducement or because I don't trade without inducement and my inducement matches need to match some things. You understand? This was Friday's low. So I'll possibly wait for price to take out this low if you as my inducement, and I'll look into this like a breaker block slash with a fair value gap. Understand? So I'm looking to take my trade from here. My trade, knowing that I already have a target. My trade, my target to be this high. This is basically what I'm waiting for in Euro USD. This I already had before the whole before I started recording. I had like an alert here already. This was exactly what I'm waiting for. See, this is like a key level right here. All those fun stuff that we want to see before we take a trade. So you can just leave it as a 1:5. So this is what I'm expecting on Euro USD. Tricky now. Not really, I'm not really saying that like that. It's really only what I'm saying. And for I is also a key level or like a very strong order block. Understand? I may ask, oh, why am I not waiting for the extreme, which is around here? I mean, if Monday opens, market opens and market the price just, I'll need price to take out this high before coming back for me to sell from here. But if it doesn't take out this high and just starts dumping, I'll probably wait for extra confirmation on like the lower time frame. So this is that on Euro USD. On gold, like I said, I didn't take any trade on gold this week. I didn't take any trade on gold this week. I wanted buying from here. I already had like I had the screenshot before this whole thing played out. I wanted buying from here. Using this as my inducement, which makes a lot of sense, you understand? But why I'm not buying is a very simple thing. Why I flip buyers from these buys to sell, which you're seeing here, is quite simple. Let me delete this, clear the chat. I mean, if you're checking goals from the weekly time frame, there's literally nothing aside the fact that we know that price reacting from this block right here, which is giving like a very good rejection. Understand? But that doesn't still automatically mean we are still buying. I mean, gold is overall bullish. We can't take that away from it. You can't like deny that fact. Gold is overall bullish. And though I was expecting a reaction from this POI here, but price literally swept the POI here. I mean, it didn't take out this strong low because for me, this was like my last strong low. This was my last swing from this low here to this high. And we can see, price is already at the discount. When if price takes out this low, I'll be selling gold to at least this low. Understand? So this is like a very good reaction. I won't lie, a very good reaction. You can see a CRT, a daily CRT forming too. Price swept this low. I mean, all the confirmation are giving buys, but I would just want to see what price does. Sure. Price swept this low, so obviously we might be going for this high as target. You understand? So yeah, this is good. Very good. So, the tip of that low is basically price reaction from this zone. Okay, so you might ask why I'm not buying, why I'm still in like a selling, why I still have a sell bias. It's quite simple. What I'm seeing on gold here, this was my last break of structure to the downside. You feel? So using this as the inducement, obviously I don't really use most of these lines just because of the analysis I'm recording. I don't really make use of most of these lines anymore. I just look at the chart and I see what I want to see and I trade. So it's like the last supply, last unmitigated supply. You feel yeah. So since price did not take it out, I don't have like a very strong confidence for the buy. Understand? Price didn't take it out. It kept respected the supply, and since then price has been respecting supplies and dumping and all. So what I'm saying is just a pullback because I feel like not even I feel what I'm saying. I know that I feel like rather because it's still like a speculation. I feel like this low will still be taken out. This low right here will be taken out. So now you have seen why the buys and the sells those confusing on gold. But on how I trade, I will be selling. Understand? So this when we took out this level, it's like the market structure shift right here for sell continuations. You know, so this is like a double break of structure, this low and this low. See this is what I'm looking at, a break right here, an inducement right here, and a possible sell. These are my alert is. It's a possible sell from here. That's what I'm waiting for. And if I get a lower time frame confirmation, I will sell to just pass my account. I'm not looking for extra money or whatever. Possibly sell to this low. But my overall target will be this low. Yeah, this is like a clean 1:8 already. Like I said, I'll just target this low. Because that's what I need. If the target is being smashed that low, then I don't really need any extra pips from the market now. Target my phase two. So this is exactly what I'm looking at on gold. You know, nothing big, nothing special, just the same pattern of how I trade, the same way I trade, same logic I used in trading. Why I'm not considering this low as a strong low yet? They took out liquidity, but it failed to make anything like it failed to do anything reasonable in the market. It literally failed to do anything reasonable in the market. Anything reasonable. So yeah, this is it. On good, I didn't take any trades. So I want to show you guys. I won't say, oh, this was what happened last week on good, but this is it. It's no trade for me. I didn't take any trade. I wanted taking a sell from here, but I didn't get any. I wanted taking a sell rather. When price took out this low as market structure shift right here, I wanted taking out. I wanted selling from here. The price never got to my entry, and it dumped. And this aggressive dumping made it react from this sort of breaker block. If you got like the much lower time frame, is like a breaker block right here that has a fair value gap. So, and you guys know my rule: a breaker block plus a fair value gap is actually like a strong pure. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at on gold. You know, I trade only just two pairs. If I start getting good comments or views or whatever, you can equally comment what the pairs you expect me or you want me to look at, and I'll look at them. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and follow my X. Yeah, I don't even have lots of followers on X. I don't have followers on X, I won't lie. So I'll possibly pin my X in the description below and do what to follow. I drop useful brief content and everything. Yeah, anything chat. And I'll also start. I would I was considering starting or teaching market structure, the basics of trading and everything on how I trade. But that will be when I get hit like a major milestone. I want to get to like at least 200 subscribers before I can start that. More of like a motivation to, yeah, I'm actually doing something. So yeah, thank you guys. Like I said, share, like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.